Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and I know this looks a little different. That is because, on a little bit of a somber note, this is the last review I'll be doing at this location. I am in the middle of a move. Actually, I'm almost done moving. Next review you'll see will be at a brand new location. So I was kind of pressed to get this out because spectacle and because I'm a YouTuber and because I don't know, I just wanted to show off a little bit. But yeah. So I forgot what I was about to say. But welcome to another Stone BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and right now I'm going to be talking about the newest Netflix original movie called They Cloned Tyrone. I know on social media this has been getting a lot of buzz. I watched it the first weekend it was out. This is a great movie, but before I get into it, I want to remind you guys, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Show some love. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch on Thursday nights with the Life's Brick Wall podcast. And, holla at your boy, you know what I'm saying? And, all that good stuff. So, so They Cloned Tyrone. This is a very interesting, very great, very different movie. It stars John Boyega, Jamie Foxx, and Tiana Paris, who, if y'all already know, Tiana Paris is one of my biggest celebrity crushes right now. Shout out to Bay, Tiana Paris. I love you, baby. This one's for you. And so this movie is about a guy named Fontaine who is a drug dealer and pretty much just, I don't want to say stereotypical hood guy, really, but I guess you kind of say he's that. He's like like I say, it's a drug dealer. He's doesn't really have anything that good going on for him. And one day he finds out, well, hold on. Matter of fact, y'all know me. I never really had. I'm going to do better. I promise you. I missed you guys, though. So the official synopsis that I have here, because why not, is a series of eerie events thrust an unlikely trio onto a trail of a nefarious government conspiracy. That's putting it very, very simply, very light. Tiana Paris, she plays a character named Yo-Yo, who is a hoe. Jamie Foxx plays a character named Slick Charles, who is Yo-Yo's pimp or a pimp. He's a pimp regardless, but he's also connected with Yo-Yo. And then John Boyega, like I said already, he plays Fontaine. Fontaine is like I said, the drug dealer and everything like that. And so one night he's going to go collect money from Slick Charles. And when he leaves, he ends up getting shot, killed by rival, like a rival gang or something like that. You know how street stuff. I don't really be in streets like that. And then he pretty much wakes up in his home the next day. He has no idea he was shot, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But when he goes to see Slick Charles, because he follows like the same routine every day, it's like wake up, go do this, go do that, da 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 da. It's kind of like a similar routine, like every day, right? So, of course, the weird thing about it though is that Fontaine is doing pretty much the same routine that he did before he died. So Slick Charles sees him and is like, "Hold up, brother, you died," and that kicks off a whole chain of events that leads Fontaine into discovering that he is one of many clones. And from there, the movie, it goes in so many crazy and interesting directions. From finding out that there's a way that they're using mind control in the Black community to finding out a really big, crazy plot that has to do directly with Fontaine and the reason why he was cloned. And this is like a modern day blaxploitation film. Now, for those of you who don't know, blaxploitation films were made back in like the 70s Mainly the 70s, kind of creeping in a little bit into the 80s, but definitely mainly the 70s. Where if you ever saw Dolomite, right? That's a perfect example of a black exploitation film. You would have things, or even if you watch the show Black Dynamite, the animated series or the live action movie starring dang it, now I would forget his name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But Black Dynamite is a perfect example of it, where it's just like, you have this main hero character, or you have a character that usually consists of, yeah, you would have your character that would consist of someone like Fontaine. You'll have a pimp, and you'll have the woman who was like a hoe or something like that. And they would always be trying to save the black community or the hood or whatever case may be from the man, the white man, who's always trying to do something evil in their area, trying to have some type of conspiracy theory or something to control the blacks so that they don't advance farther. It was always against the man, and that's pretty much what black exploitation film was in a short kind of explanation. And this is like a modern day black exploitation film, and it does capture some of those classic ones. Like, I haven't really seen a lot of them that I can remember by name, but just because I don't know too much, I'm gonna say like Dolomite, like Superfly, like let's see, what's another one? I think Cleopatra might be one of them. So, like I said, I'm not too versed on the names of different black exploitation films, but this is, like I said, it's a modern day one, so you do get a lot of those, and it's kind of shot and filmed that way too. So it does have kind of like a retro look to it, which is an extra mod that they didn't necessarily have to take. Excuse me, my eye is like burning, but I don't know why. But anyway, so it's really interesting in that regard. And it's funny. It's very funny, not like super duper duper funny, but it is funny. There are a lot of interesting jokes in there. There's a lot of interesting and fun moments. The character relationships and dynamics are really, really fun. Um, you know, especially between our main trio or who becomes our main trio. You really get a sense of how they grow from being kind of like three separate people. Like Yo, she's tired of being hoe, so she wants to leave and go to another state and start a life up there. Slick Charles is just Slick Charles. He's a pimp and whatever, that's just him. And Fontaine, he doesn't really have any other aspirations. Especially after finding out he's a clone. He's really just like taken aback by the whole thing. He's, you can feel that he's upset about it, that he's just like confused by it. And then, of course, and I'm not going to spoil it. I know I'm kind of dancing around certain things because, I don't like to spoil things. It's still a fresh movie, and I know some people haven't seen it yet. So when the bigger plot comes into play, you kind of really see how how Fontaine reacts to it, and really how he's managing to make a decision that could change the course of the hood forever. This has a really good supporting cast in there. Most are just recognizable faces. Or a few recognizable faces that I think people who watch certain shows or certain pieces of entertainment would really enjoy seeing in this movie. Let's see. This movie is rated R because of a lot of violence and definitely a lot of language, but there's like no sexuality, no real nudity. There's one part where there's like and that part's not even that bad with nudity. So I mean, it's not really like gratuitous with anything except for like the language and the violence, but that's just it's not even that bad, depending on how you feel about things like that. The Tyrone portion, because you'll watch this movie, I will tell you this much: you will watch the entire movie saying, "Well, who the heck is actually Tyrone?" Trust me, by the end of the movie, by the time the movie is actually over, right? When it's actually over, you will understand, you will know, you will have a definite idea, you will have your definite answer as to who Tyrone is. And it's really gonna make you laugh because it fits in with the movie. And I know you probably seen by now a lot of think pieces and a lot of explanations. Well, this is what the movie's about, and this and that, and da 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 da. It's so clear. Is this the message? And da 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 da. Those things are correct, but I do, and this is like a pretty clear cut message about what the film is trying to convey. But on top of that, it's you could probably get other meanings and understandings from it, and I'm pretty sure at some point we'll probably do a spoiler discussion over on the pod. For those of you who actually want to dive into that. But yeah, this is a good movie though. I enjoyed it. It's like what? How long is this movie? It is 2 hours and 2 minutes long, but it's an enjoyable 2 hours and 2 minutes. There's a little bit of it that kind of drags just a little bit, but like nothing like too serious though, because like you're still invested in it. Especially seeing like the different ways that the man is out to get the black community, you know what I'm saying, or control the black community or whatever the case may be, right? So it's a really good movie. Though. It's really fun. It's entertaining. Like I said, there's a lot of good jokes, a lot of good moments. The relationships between the characters are great. And I definitely think it's worth the watch. Currently, critically, just sitting at 93% on Rotten Tomatoes and 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. My rating for this, I'm giving this, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Really on the high end too, like a 4.8. Yeah, 4.8 out of 5 stars. It's very entertaining. I had a good time watching it. And it's not, you don't have to pick the social message from it if you don't watch it and feel pressured to be like, oh, I gotta try to see the real vision and message in this movie. No, you don't. You can sit here, you can watch this movie, you can enjoy it. It's a fun watch, it's a fun film, and it's just something different. It's something very different. I really want to see more movies like this. Like, kind of a sidebar here, but one of my biggest regrets of this year thus far is not making it to the theaters to see The Blackening, because I heard The Blackening was really good, really funny, really different from a lot of black community we get, and I really think that we're in a day and age, just as black people and as a black man myself, and I think we're in a day and age where the usual black movies or black types of movies that they really push and promote, I think it's time that I think it's changing. The type of movies that we would like to see and would like to make and are creating and stuff like that, I think it's changing. I think it's really gravitating towards being a little bit more weirder, more quirky, more interesting, having different types of plots. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Something different to stir the pot up and inspire more different and more great. I think it was a movie I talked about here recently, or a show that I talked about recently. Oh, it was I Am Virgo. I'm a Virgo. That it's just interesting, and it's fun to see my people doing some branching out and just doing something different, and it being just some of the most entertaining stuff in the world. So that all said though, like I said, I give this a 4.8 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. This came out July 21st, 2023. So again, you're not that late. If you've seen it, you still got a lot of time. This was directed by Jewel Taylor, who, let me see. Wow, this is a young guy too. Wow, he's from Tuskegee. Oh wow, he's a writer on Creed 2 and Transformers Rise of the Beast. Wow, shout out Jewel Taylor, dog. Shout out Jewel Taylor. Shout out to him, Jewel Taylor, Juel Taylor. This is a name I'm gonna be on the lookout for. I love it. I love it. I love it. Your film was great, bro. Shout out to you. So yeah, that's it though. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, it's the last review I'm gonna be doing here at this location. It's bittersweet, but I did want to get this out, and I do want to thank you guys for continuing to support the channel. I know I've been MIA this month, but between the car accident I was in and just trying to, do this move and keep my head on straight. I just really want to thank you guys for the support, and thank you for supporting the channel thus far. And in the future, the heights are new heights are coming, new things are happening. I don't want to hype anything up too bad because I have a tendency to do that, and then a lot of things don't happen the way I want them to. But really, just stay tuned to the channel, stick with us, subscribe, share, like, uh, follow us on social media and all that, man. And I haven't been to the movies, so I haven't seen any of the latest movies, but I have watched a lot of stuff here that I have ready at the helm to give reviews on. So hopefully I get those out to you in no time. But until then, thank you all for your support throughout the years, and keep at it, and follow your dreams. And I'm rambling now, but anyway, thank you all for tuning into another Star BrickWall Reviews. Like I said, remember to do all those things: like, subscribe, share, follow us on social media. And until next time, be easy, stay breezy, keep us in your thoughts and prayers. Peace. Love you guys.